Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my topic. Today I want to share my topic about going to Vizag. So as I am a travel friendly person, so I love to travel various places sometimes with my family, sometimes with my friends. So last December when we visited Jhargram, there my brother and I planned for this trip. Because everyone around us told that Vizag was a beautiful place that is a mixture of sea and hill, and I really love to explore that place, so that's why we choose that place. So I and my maternal brother's family start the journey at 4th August. So my family and I started from my house to Mecheda by bus, and from Mecheda we took the train to Howrah, because from Howrah our Tiruchirappalli express was there, and the train arrived at around 5 p.m. and then we took some snacks and loaded our luggage into the train, and then we got up the train. And total the train journey was awesome for me, because before I also going with my family, but this time I enjoyed the train journey a lot. So we gossiping for some times, and at around 8 to 9 p.m. at night we took our dinner. My maternal aunt prepared rotis and chicken for us, so we took the dinner and then we slept, and the next morning we reached Visakhapatnam station around 7 a.m. and the cab driver which we booked before, the cab driver waited outside for the outside the station, and he take us to our hotel. The hotel was Yatri Nivas, and there we took our complimentary breakfast, then we freshen up, and then we go for the sightseeing of Vizag. So first we started from a film city that's called Ramanaidu Film City, and there many South Indian actors and actress pictures are hanging there. Their shooting also was held before, and then we go for because Vizag was a sea place, so we go for the Vimli beach and then for the RK beach, and in the RK beach we enjoyed, and there we took our lunch, and after taking the lunch we go for a national park, that was Indira Gandhi National Park. There we saw many type of lizards, tortoise and that type of animal, and then we go for a submarine station, and side by side there was an aircraft station also present. We visited the two, and we ended that day by visiting the aquarium was there, and then we back to our hotel, we took our dinner and then we slept well. For the next day my family and I go for the railway station again, because there we took our train to Araku. This train was a special features because it's a newly launched train. The train is called Vistadam train. It was a 100-seated capacities train, and the train was fully designed by glass cover, because the Vizag from Visakhapatnam to Araku, the sightseeing was wonderful, so that's why this type of features are present. So I enjoyed a lot during this journey. I took pictures with the side hills, and we arrived Araku around 12 p.m. and then we straightly goes for Araku's best place, that is called Bora Cave, and there we roaming around for 2 hours, and in outside Bora Cave we took our lunch, and then we go for a falls that is called Katika Falls. And after visiting the falls, we stayed beside the falls. So after visiting the falls, we came back to our hotel and enjoyed the sunset with the coffee. And for the next day, we go for the Araku sightseeing. The Araku is famous for the coffee. So we first go for the coffee garden, and there we brought some coffees also. And then we go for the coffee museum, chocolate factory, tribal museum. And besides tribal museum, we took our lunch, and there was a specialty in Aracus that is a special menu that is called bamboo chicken. So that day we took our lunch with the bamboo chicken. And after taking the lunch, then we visit a falls that is called Rana Jileda Falls. The fall was located just between the village. So after the village name, the falls name was Rana Jileda. The falls was looking wonderful that time because it was a monsoon time, so the falls water was heavy. And then we back to our hotel, and the days was end. And for the next day, we again going for the Araku station, because we took train for our next destination, Jagdalpur. And but after we got up into the train, we'll hear that the train stopped in the middle of a station that is called Kotapur, because due to the heavy rainfall the total rail line was blocked. So in Kotapur we called our driver to take us from Kotapur, and then we journey from Kotapur to Jagdalpur by car. And around 7 to 8 p.m. we finally reached Jagdalpur. And from Jagdalpur there was an around 50 to 60 kilometer we around go for that place that is called Chitrakoot. And there is a famous falls was there that is called Chitrakoot Falls, and we stayed in front of this falls. It was India's largest one, and it is called Indian Niagara also. So we stayed just before in front of the falls. And because we arrived there in the night time, so we don't saw any falls, but we heard the sound of the falls. So I am very excited for next day, because I want to explore the falls. So for the next day, when I got up wake up, then I saw the actual falls beauty. And that day we visited the sightseeing of Jagdalpur. There was many temple and lake was present, and another falls was also present. So after visiting all that, we back to our hotel. And for the next day we again go to the railway station to go to Vizag, because our train from the returning train was from Vizag. So we go to the railway station around 9 to 10 a.m. and then we took the train, and then we reached Vizag in the that day on 9 p.m. So we slept, we got up into the hotel, and the end was that. And then for the next day we go for a temple that is called Simachalam temple. Is the famous temple of Vizag. And there we roamed around 2 to 3 days, and we ended the whole Vizag trip by visiting the Yarada beach lastly. And then we came to the railway station, because our train was there at 8 p.m. but the train was late for some reason, and the train came and there was 11 to 12, and then we got up into the train and slept well. And the next morning around 10 we reached Kharagpur, and from Kharagpur we take the train, and I came back from home. The whole trip was an amazing feelings for me. So I recommended everyone, once in your lifetime you must visit Vizag. So that's all. Thank you.
I have already visited in 2012.
Okay. Thank you.